Vivo V11 Pro. Unlock the future with Screen Touch ID.
The clock is ticking on. Can you feel the trembling? Can you feel the room? So tell me, are you ready? How do you like me? Nothing's gonna stop me.
Vivo V11 Pro. Screen Touch ID. Perfect shot, perfect moment.
Vivo.
Sayur dan buah dapat membuat tubuh sehat dan melindungi kita dari berbagai macam penyakit. Sadarilah sedari dini mengkonsumsi sayur dan buah untuk menuju keluarga sehat dan Indonesia sejahtera. Sayur dan buah setiap hari sehat dan cerdas, pasti.
Was born in Malang on November the 6th, 1963, and he lives in Pulau Gebang Permai G7, 29, Cakung, Jakarta Timur. And his educational background, he got his master degree in University of Philippines, Master of Food and Nutrition Planning, and then he took his
English. I will speak in gado-gado, ya, Indonesian English, because mostly the person from Indonesia, from I think from Magetan also is my friends. Magetan, Surabaya, and also many places in Surabaya. First, thank you very much for invitation for me as one of the resource person during second conference on health, especially on SDG, because now SDG is one important agenda for all countries, including Indonesia, particularly the important role of the health provider, particularly also for lecturer, because Pak Sugianto already give a special message to you. What is your role as a agent of the change? How to achieve? Almost all universities, particularly polytechnics, try to create or organize conference like this. Many countries, many universities. Last week I gave seminar also in Medan. I think last month in Malang, today in Surabaya. So many. Next week also in Public Health Faculty. This is before this, one slide before. Oh, next, yeah. Pak Sugianto already mentioned the history of the SDG and MDGs, but we have how UN history linking human environment and development. Actually, we have history, so many, I think since 1972, we have UN conference on human environment. Discuss basically how the attitudes of the individual and nation toward environment and development. This is very basic. Because nowadays, the role of health and environment is very, very important. Now the changing environment related to transition of epidemiology. That's why there's a question about the NCD, and also now before we have common disease, now change. Do not worry, because all the head of country already signed. All the country already promised to achieve goals on 2030. We still have 12 years. atau cuma tersisa 12 tahun. This is very short period, very ambitious, but we have to try how to achieve that. Next. For the Rio Declaration 2020 outcome document, the future we want, thematic area cross issue, there is many areas. First is poverty eradication. I think some of the problem because of the basic causes is the poverty. This morning also I watched the television in TV1. Now based on the BPS, Badan Pusat Statistik, the prevalence of poverty in Indonesia almost 10%. This is statistical data. But the reality, still many of the people, particularly in the village on the remote area, still poor. This is also the problem. The second agenda is food security, nutrition, and sustainable agriculture. Indonesia is one of the agraris country, agricultural country, but many food production we still import from other country. This is all one of the problem. Energy, one of the critical role in the sustainable development. This is we raise the energy, but the price of energy here.
I want to do a little activity. Are you ready? Yes. So I want you all to get up.
In this room for a very long time. We need to look after ourselves so that we can look after others. Yeah? How many of you are students? Put your hands up if you are a student.
I think we're students.
Only
About 3.
3? Only 3? Okay. So all of us are lecturers? Okay. So the two previous presentations.
The previous two presentations, they have given us a lot of information about SDGs and what the government can do and what WHO would be doing. So my presentation is all about you. What you have to do to help the government, to help the ministries to keep us healthy, okay? So the overview of my presentation, I will be talking about health and wellness. What is health and wellness? What are the barriers and facilitators for health and wellness? And what is a healthy workplace? We all work, isn't it? So what is a healthy workplace? And also I will be touching upon the lessons learned about Australian healthcare. But I think for you it is more important to know about the first 3 things than the Australian healthcare. So my major presentation would be more on, do we eat good, do we exercise? We don't think about the other aspects of health and wellness. So there are 8, we can't even see. Maybe this is not, sorry, this is not the correct presentation. Just now I have tried, yeah, before. About dimension of wellness, there are 8 dimensions that we have to look through. So which is physical, we all know about physical. We know about emotional, vocational, environment, spiritual, financial, intellectual and social. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be talking about each one of them. So when we think of physical wellness, it means, is our body ready to do what is required to do? Do we sleep at night? How many hours do we sleep at night? Do we eat healthy food? If you are unable to do the daily things that you need to do, then you are not healthy. If you are getting tired in 2 hours, the time you go to work or when you are studying, you can't focus. That means you are physically.
You can talk to when you're feeling sad. It is very important to let those feelings, expressions out. Otherwise, it would be sitting here at the back of our head and making us worry, and so we can't focus. And also, we need to understand the emotions of others. Everybody might not be happy all the time. When someone is sad, we need to respect that there must be something going on in his or her life that is making the person upset or happy. So we need to understand and acknowledge that.
Using your unique gifts, skills and talents to work that personally and meaningful and rewarding. So mostly the things which we do at work. So vocational dimensions comes in place mostly when you lose your job. So when you know that your job is not going to be there tomorrow, the feelings you get are
for the question. Okay, you have ready for the question. Okay, please you stand up and tell your name and the question you want to ask to who. Dr. Silvata or Mr. Enko. Okay, 3 questions for 1
question for Mr. Eko. Thank you for Mr. Eko. Your information is important for me, for us. My question, how to roles of academic expert. Recommended our research now stopping in publishing journal, not yet to change policy government, focus in health. How to integrative database, our research to change policy government. Mohon maaf, selama ini kan penelitian
In some other countries, that, like for example, the employer, they might have some funding, home loans. So they might, like you can borrow money from your employer to have that deposit money. Some people, they might not have deposit money to buy a house. Or your family member might be sick and you might need that extra money which you don't know where to get it. So that you can fill an application form where the employer gives some money that you can spend for that and pay maybe it could be like having those programs where you could visit families where you need their blood pressure checked. Yes, employer to employer. There's Chinese companies where they take all their staff on holidays. They say when they take their staff on holidays, when they come back, they are fresh and happy to start working. So it depends on company to company. So you need to sit down and concentrate and see what are the things you would be asking your employer. Hey, can we have these programs? Some of the things which we do in Flinders is having a month. So October is a month for lunchtime walk. So we target everyone should walk 10,000 steps. And we wear those counters, to see whether how many steps have been walked. Or we would have a month for healthy eating, where there would be food. And Australia and Indonesia, I see that food is very cheap, especially fruits, vegetables. Have them in your office or have them in a common place where everyone can have. Or if you have in your garden, if there's lemons.
We have 8 things about influence my health rate, especially. My first question is how to make sure that emotional wellness is good before I start to the work. Yes. The second is how to manage my emotional, always in the construction way.
So emotional health is something which we don't talk much. When we have a cut in our hand, we go to the doctor and get it fixed, right? But when we are feeling sad, we don't go and seek help because it's, shh, don't talk about that. That's how we all laugh, yeah? But that is not helping. So emotional health, we have to look after ourselves. We have to know sad things happen. We need to acknowledge that. There are a lot of things that as an individual we can do if we don't want to go and get help. All of you have smartphones, right? Most of you have smartphones. There's apps which talk about cognitive behavioral therapy, which is free. Download them on your phone. Behavior.
Suryana from Sutopur Nursing Study. I want to ask for Miss Fatima. Women Indonesia different with women other countries like Australia, like American. In Indonesia, I think they no time to happy. The woman no time to happy. But they have any time to work or assist to building their family economy. What the method to change their culture? Untuk Pak Sugeng, saya nggak curhat, cuma saya menyampaikan bahwa untuk penelitian kita di Poltekkes ini kan berdasarkan roadmap. Jadi setahun itu bikin roadmap. Jadi penelitian kita itu harus sesuai dengan roadmap. Sedangkan menurut Pak Sugeng kan harus kalau bisa kita masuk ke dalam pemerintahan sehingga kita meneliti berdasarkan kebutuhan pemerintahan sehingga penelitian kita bisa digunakan oleh pemerintah. Nah, apakah ini harus diteruskan dengan roadmap atau harus kita berubah? Terima kasih. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Help yourself. Yeah. So it is good that Indonesian people are happy to help others. Yeah. But if you are unhealthy, would you be able to help others? If you are having severe headache, would you be functioning or would you be able to go and do the things that you are required to do for other people? You have to look after yourself so that you are there for your friend and family when they need you. So all you have to do is from the 24 hours or maybe once a month, find some time, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours a month for yourself. Not for your family, not for your friends. So make it, put it in your calendars. Thursday from 5 to 6 is me time. I might go for a walk, I might start painting, I might bake something, shopping, anything which makes you happy. So then, flowers, something. Have that me time. That makes a huge difference. And it doesn't matter you're from Indonesian, you're Malaysian, you're Australian or elsewhere. Everyone has the same problems. Maybe the problems might be different, but they all have problems. So you have to look after yourself.
Sector meetings in the have to discuss how to translate to SDG to the roadmap. We cannot just only concern about roadmap without link our health development. This is our role. Jadi barangkali nanti forum-forum seperti pertemuan direktur harus berani mengemukakan. Jadi roadmap ini pada Pak Budir. Jadi forum-forum roadmap itu harus dilengkapi dengan sekarang semua tujuan SDG. Kalau di lokal konteks ada germas. Jadi kita harus mendukung. Jangan hanya fokus pada roadmap yang sudah pernah dibuat, tapi juga harus dilingkan dengan roadmap-nya government, particular for SDG. SDG transit to the local context dengan gemas. Kita punya RPJMD. Karena arahnya ke sana semua. Kalau nanti semua perguruan tinggi mendukung SDG, saya yakin nanti 12 tahun itu pencapaiannya cepat. Jadi mungkin memang tidak bisa langsung mengubah roadmap ya. Karena roadmap itu biasanya sudah dibuat dulu sekian untuk periode berapa tahun, setahun atau 2 tahun. Jadi nanti tolong ini forum ini, karena ini sudah berlangsung untuk yang second conference. Bagaimana roadmap yang ke depan itu disesuaikan dengan arah kebijakan pembangunan. Kita ini kan mobilnya Kemenkes, jadi bagaimana teman-teman dosen itu bisa berperan dalam rangka mengejawantahkan atau mentranslate lokal sentral policy menjadi penelitian-penelitian yang di level Poltekkes. Saya nanti akan bantu untuk ngomong juga di tingkat pusat supaya teman-teman di BPDN juga mensinkronkan. Karena kan semua provinsi punya Poltekkes. Kalau dibagi misal sekarang di SDG 3 ada sekian indikator. Surabaya dapat bagian indikator yang mana? Kemudian Poltek Malang indikator yang mana? Poltek Semarang indikator yang mana? Poltek Jakarta karena kalau itu sudah dibagi habis.
I think that this conference is a very good start for all the Indonesian lecturers and people who are working in the health area. This conference gives an eye-opening for people to think about their health and their wellness. Most of the time, people think health is physical health, how you look, but health and wellness is more than physical health. It has 8 dimensions that we need to look after, and having speakers would make the participants think about their health as well. The previous presentations, they talk about the sustainable development goals which the ministry and which the government can do, but as an individual we have responsibilities for ourselves as well. We have to look after ourselves so that the government
As a message to the woman, how to be happy, how to get wellness. As you know, woman is not only work in the house, in the home. For the career woman, they also have a job in the old, like the lecturers. The lecturers, they have so many obstacles, so many challenges. How she manage the heart, the mind, the soul, so he feel happy.
So I am a career woman. I have 3 children and I have a work-life balance, and my philosophy is that I have to find time for myself so that I can look after my children and look after my household. So Indonesia as well, the women in Indonesia, it is the same. You have to look after yourself, to look after your family and your children. Find time, maybe half an hour a day. 24 hours is there on a day. Find half an hour to sit down alone and just debrief. Think of anything which you want to think. Just give that your mind an ease so that you would emotionally become well. And also you need to have some time to go spend with your friends, not only family but friends, maybe once a month, twice a month, or once in 3 months. Go and have a cup of coffee with someone which is not your family but someone who you could trust. Build that trust in relationships. So these small things makes a big. I hope next time when I visit to Surabaya, I would meet people who I have met this time and say, "Hey Fatima, I think it works. I feel much happier when I started addressing the 8
Thank you.
Yeah.
And see you.